Jim Gordon.
Yeah, Jim.
And he came from America, and of course he was older than me. And he was a fabulous xylophone player, but he could play any tune, you know. He just was able to play it on the xylophone. Like, you know, like other people, they hear something and they play. I don't think many of you can. Other people who can do that.
Nick, he not only had a good pitch, he had a good memory. Before he retired, he got blind, and he played all the ballets by memory, without being able to see the music. Also, West Side Story, you know, all the melodies, he just played it blind.
Probably he had a harmonic ear. You know, we have these different talents. One of these mysteries is perfect pitch, absolute. I had a colleague in my old orchestra, Radio Philharmonic. The first percussionist had an absolute, perfect pitch. So he could play, you know, and he could hear anything. What key, what harmony he knew. The problem was that he was not very musical. See, so when he played, it was just not attractive. He did not really have. He had a passion for music. He had a photographic memory, and because of that, he had perfect pitch. My wife has perfect pitch. She has a photographic memory. I said, but how? I said, what note is this? Yeah, that's an A. That's an E flat. How do you know? She said, I just remember. So you see, perfect pitch can be this sort of musical mystery, but only when it's in combination with somebody who is a musician, who knows about music, who knows how to work with music. Because if it's somebody else, they can have perfect pitch. But if they're not musical, they're not very good
Nick,
musicians.
can you tell something about what is musical? Because I think musical is expressive, and being expression has to do with emotions.
Yeah, what is musical?
I mean, an opera is musical. If I go to the opera, I get tears in my eyes because it's musical.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is that music, I told you yesterday, music speaks directly to the emotions with people. And that's the strong point. If you I told you yesterday, there are some new people, so jazz, pop, funk, they speak to the body. You just start to move. You know. So classical music, which is filtered a lot, you know. The music we play is 200-300 years old, so only the strong music survived. It speaks directly to the emotions. You just feel it. You get tears in. If we go to Japan, you're from Japan or not?
Yeah.
People get tears in their eyes. They you know, the society is so, you know, organized, quite strict. And when they go to the concerts, they are not only they enjoy it, but they are like, oh, you know, they are like destroyed with emotions sometimes. So this speaks directly to the emotions, and pop music can do that, jazz can do that if they use the words, because words also speak to people. The combination of music and words, song, opera, music, theater and words, is the strongest. Not many people can keep dry eyes when you have a singer singing opera. Is very, very strong in the power. So what's musical is, well, first of all, passion for music, but have a sort of direct feel for what. First of all, music must touch you. So we have strings inside. I'm making it up. You have strings inside, and when you hear music going, immediately this thing is going to vibrate somewhere. It's the same when people say something to you that's important to you. You know, suddenly you feel doing, and you think, oh, but this is something that's important for me. I know because I feel it one way or another. So music can have many things. Basically you are here because you love music and you feel a connection to music. That makes you musical. To be able to play an instrument doesn't actually make you musical. Because many people can learn to play an instrument, and my MIDI thing in my computer is actually doing quite well. So to be a percussionist or to be a timpanist or a violinist or a pianist, please understand that that's not your goal. Your goal is to be a musician, and a musician is somebody who touches other people with their music. And what we do is we use the instrument we like. And in this case, in my case, it's this very handicapped instrument, the timpani. These impossible big drums where you can only play like a couple of notes and that's it. So you want to be a musician, you choose an instrument where you feel attracted to, and that's what you do. But don't forget that this being a musician is the end part of it. So when I write these studies, which are not too difficult, I can do them in the first year, but I can also do them in the second year of the master. I just work on a different level, you see. This is a level that not many people will recognize anymore, because it is this microscopic kind of level where it's still not good and it still needs to be better, but not many people can still feel that. They don't know, they are not able to know these differences, but we know the differences, you see. So it's important, it's not important. See, it's actually what you want. But I think that's...
So Nick, to translate, the strings are not called strings, they're nerves, and they're attached to our senses, and the senses feel something and bring it to the brain stem, where you, that's the thing we talked about. What is important, what Nick said, is what we call the values of the act. Values, what is important in life, like values is an everlasting thing in your whole life, whether you are a musician or not. That's a translation. Then, today, at the end of the day, we will have a lesson with Kenshiro. He won the book yesterday, and I asked him this morning to play the first etude for Nick. And Kenshiro is from Okinawa in Japan. He never played timpani in his life.
Okay.
So then you can show exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
And he's a very sensitive guy.
Yeah.
And musical heart, total friendly, because that's where the country where he's from. Love for life and nature and beautiful things. So I'm looking forward to that.
Good.
Let's start with...
Yeah, we start with technique. So this touching strings, we can do this with music, we can do this with teaching. See, if you notice now is, I try as a teacher also, I can call it touching strings, or I can call it open doors. You're here because you're musical. Otherwise, I tell my students when they have this depressive period, I cannot play, I did 10 auditions and I never won, and they said, listen, you're here. We know about music, the teachers we know about. If you're here, we know you can do it. So don't bullshit me. We know that you can do it, so believe us, The thing is that they have these doors. These doors, some of the doors are open naturally, so some players have fantastic, I call it good hands. You just give them a pair of sticks and they can play. Other people have so these doors, the hand door, are open. Other doors are closed. Sometimes they really have to work a lot on the technique or the sensitivity in the hands. But also some people have this natural ear. Some people have a natural expressive playing. Some people have from Korea, is it you? No, who played?
Yunsu?
Yeah, she's not here, huh?
Oh, Eunji.
Eunji has a power, she has the power of playing. So you see, everybody has these kind of doors which are open and doors that are closed. Some doors are very difficult to open because you open them and as a teacher you do a lot of work and goof. You're gone, doors closed again. Some doors go open and never close again. These are, you can call it strings or doors, whatever. But as a teacher you need to find out what does a student need. I don't follow any curriculum. I don't follow any, like in the second year you play this study. I don't. But in the end of the school, everybody can play timpani, and I try. Everybody loves timpani. So because then at least they need to have a good time, even if they want to become very good players. Yeah. Good. So just about, do you have these technical exercises in your WhatsApp?